Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I am Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We are live. We are live. Anti-ICE rally. Anti-ICE rally. We're in Broadview, Illinois. Broadview, Illinois. I will show you guys what's going on in a minute. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat when you guys come up, please. We are in Broadview, Illinois. We are live. Anti-Trump rally. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I am Franchot Pearson. I am live at the anti-Trump rally in Broadview, Illinois. Broadview, Illinois. The ICE Detention Center. We have a rally here. Okay, how you doing, Paul? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me, please. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You guys can hear me? I am Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We're in the Midwest. It's like 15 degrees out here, Illinois. I'm at the Broadview, Illinois Detention Center. There's an anti-ICE rally, anti-Trump rally. I'm in Broadview, Illinois, one of the few detention centers in Illinois. Let's go close and we'll go from here.
So it's just ongoing.
Good morning, good afternoon. I am Franchot Pearson. Thank you for joining me. I am at the Broadview, Illinois ICE Detention Center. They've had a lot of rallies out here this summer, and we have a variety of speakers, anti-ICE, anti-Trump protests. I'll get as close as I can. We have drones, we have helicopters, and we have a ton of police here. Right now, we got about 250, maybe 300 people here. They're saying over 1,000 will be here for the rally. The rally will continue until 3 p.m. Trying to stay warm. As you can see, I'm all layered up. But yeah, this is the reality of our America right now, people. Our gradual transformation, of our culture and our morals, and the gradual sway into a police state. But yeah, I am live here, Franchot Pearson, Franchot Blue. Thank you. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs button. Very cold out here, but hey, we're getting it done. Let's look at some things which are going on right now. Again, this is Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We're in Broadview, Illinois, where there is the ICE Detention Center, one of the few ICE detention centers here in America. I'm going to try to climb up here so I can get a good view if I can. Hello.
I'm too old to climb over.
Yeah, I know the feeling, right? We'll get it done.
You might want to go around.
Oh,
Okay?
oh.
Just be careful.
Thank you. I had to climb up to get some. Okay.
Hold on to my shoulder if you get down.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This guy's out here with no clothes on.
It's been like this for a while.
Wow. Can you believe this guy's out here with no clothes on? And I'm all layered up. So I had to climb up on top of a pillar so I can get in the height. So it's cold out here and I had to get some height. So the camera's going to shake. Deal with it. It's life. So again, I'm Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We are at the Broadview, Illinois Detention Center. I'm sure there's going to be a variety of speakers here. A lot of things going on in Minnesota. Now they're starting in Los Angeles and Governor Newsom. They're going to have protests nationwide right now against the ICE agents. And this really did kick off in relation to the Renee Good shooting, quote unquote. I covered that. But yeah, we have a couple of hundred people out here with the protests. You guys can go on my site and you can watch the video that I did on Renee Good. It's wordplay. Renee Good, good. Genesis 1:31. God speaks in his word that everything was good. It's wordplay. Her name was Renee Good. I believe the powers are playing with us. Watch the video about Renee Good. The scripture is Genesis 1:31. God gave me that revelation last week. We are being tricked. It's good cop, bad cop. So they can take away our freedoms, but the average person can't put it together. But anyway, we are here. I'm going to cover this thing as long as I can stay warm. But yeah, it's cold out here, people. It's cold. It's cold. But they're expecting a couple of thousand people to be out here. We do have a variety of networks out here and independent journalists as well. Hopefully there'll be no rubber rousing like it was this summer. I was out here maybe 8 times. During the summer. It got kind of crazy. I don't think it'll be crazy today because it's too cold to be getting rowdy, but it is a demonstration of freedom of speech, and people are out here with their constitutional rights. It's unfortunately that they let the illegals in here, and then the government uses it as a way to destroy America. That's the way I look at it. They couldn't take us because we have our Constitution. They couldn't take us because we have our weapons, so they had to psychologically take us. It's a gradual attempt, and when you see these events on TV, don't believe everything that you're seeing, because they need these events so they can go forward with their plan. They're very meticulous in their effort, and America is one of the last countries to do it. They've done these type of strategies in third world countries for generations. It's not the first time that we've had an internal social decline. America's not used to that because we haven't been exposed to what they've done internationally overseas. So it's new to us. It's hard to wrap our mind around it. We'll argue with each other saying, no, 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 trust them, trust them. I'm telling you, don't trust them. I'm covering this thing for about 45 years. And I'm telling you, they overthrow countries internally. When they can't take them physically, they get within the nucleus of a country, they destroy it from within, the government, and they destroy the social order. And before you know it, it implodes. And this is the issue that they've created now with the George Floyd situation and now with Renee Good. This is what they're doing, destroying the country from within. But again, people do have a right to protest, but we're being used, unfortunately. And thank God for Jesus that we do have hope and a way up out of here, because this is one situation of many that they're using to destroy not only America, but the world. But yeah, I am here. We are trying to cover this story in 15 degree weather, really cold again. Appreciate you guys being with me. I'm gonna try to hold the camera steady as I can, but again, I have to switch off on hands even when I have a glove. But what's up, babe? How you feel, man? I thought about you today. You out here, huh? I know, it's been a while. Yeah, you too. Hi. So a buddy of mine is covering the story. Got a buddy of mine out here covering the story. He's always out here. So yeah, I know a few of the network people. I've known some people for like 25, 30 years in the media. So people I used to associate with back in the day, they're here. But yeah, people, we're watching a gradual sway of a change of our culture, of our money system, of our politics. And to get us socially, they need to create situations so they can craft legislation and give us more of a police presence. We've never ever seen a police presence like this before. I don't care what Donald Trump says. Yes, they have brought in the military before, but this is a whole different way of threatening Minnesota. Legislation was passed generations ago. We're not supposed to have the National Guard on our shores, but you can bypass it in a time of crisis. So they have to create strife. They have to create a crisis so they can justify going beyond the Constitution and what it was left for. But I am here, Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. Please do the thumbs up. Do a thumbs up so people can see the video. We're in BROADVIEW, Illinois at the ICE Detention Center. If you look straight ahead, that building there, the building straight ahead center, that's where they bring in illegals for processing. They bring them in here every day through buses and through vans. And it was a very very tense time this summer. I was out here, and they blew out tires, they blew out windows. A lot of people got arrested. The protests were off the chain, and now they have it blocked whereby you cannot go within about a quarter of a block of the detention center, so that they can bring in the illegals. My best guess is they bring in between 50 to maybe 200 illegals a day. They bring them in through the other entrance and they process them. They stay there for about a few days. I've been covering this story for months now. But yeah, this is about the processing center. This is about the illegals having their rights. Sanctuary city. Illinois is a sanctuary state. These have got to be die-hard protesters to be out here in this kind of weather, but hey, they had to reignite this situation. So to me, they created the Renee Good situation to reignite the situation. That's my humble opinion. They had to reignite the situation. I connected it to George Floyd and I connected it to Bible scripture. Genesis 1:31 says everything is good. Her name was Renee Good. I don't believe the story. You can watch my videos. I do extensive work on it. I expose it for what it is. Going to try to hone in on the speaker here. I'm standing on a pillar, so I got to be careful. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. They do have a speaker right now. A lot of people are leaving because it's cold out here. It appears every time 10 people come, 10 people leave. It's cold out here, people. If you're underdressed, you're not going to stay long. But the rally is going to be till 3 p.m. Central Time, so. It is sunny, that's a good thing, but it is cold. The crowd is more tame than it was this summer. Where I'm at right now, it used to be about 15 police cars, so we have less police cars in this area, but down the street we've got about 40 police cars. So I'm in Franchot Pearson. I'm Franchot Pearson. I am at the Broadview Detention Center in Broadview, Illinois. They have an anti-ICE, anti-Trump rally going on. That's my location right now. Please subscribe and please do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to try to go closer so I can hear the speaker. So hold tight. Okay, so I'm going to walk over there. Excuse the camera for a little while. I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to see if I can get close so we can see the speaker.
Circle work, share meals, bearing witness. These practices are healing. This is the root of us. This is what
Sorry.
and what we stand for. And re-indigenize immediately. And this fight needs that courage from everyone. Some say that it's not the fight of white people. I say injustice is everywhere. Free to justice. I've done it before. The radicalization that you see, people waking up in a state of violence, it's a necessary awakening. This is not just a fight in Little Village. It's a fight for the soul of this country.
Yes, amen it is.
Rise up immediately.
Wake up and smell the fascism.
We're not waiting. We are organizing. We are actively training and preparing our people for the return of ICE. We will be ready. Little Greg, when you see him,
He's a little boy. He's a little boy. Pretending to be a man. A
we
man
will
that
defend our
doesn't
and we will defend our homes. We must teach ourselves that as the warrior Asada Shakur taught us, that no one is going to give you the education that you need to overthrow the power that be. No one is going to teach you your true history unless you learn it yourself. So we learn together, and we will teach together, and we'll support each other by controlling our own streets. Political education, we need to do that. Defending our community against terror, that is what the Constitution looks like. Okay? I am not afraid. I do not fear. This is a struggle for dignity, for life, and we will not stop. I normally end what I say all the time, hasta la victoria siempre, until victory always. But today, I want to quote another Shakur. So my favorite, the one I identify the most with. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Christine Home. Fuck Lil Greg. Fuck this administration. Fuck every Latino leader and government that has not done shit for my people. And if you fuck with them, fuck you too.
May not. A lot of these racist, trash, incel cult members talk about illegals being criminals, which is a dumb argument when you voted for a felon, rapist, pedophile. But one of the many things they like to accuse Latino people of is driving drunk and killing people driving drunk. Well, there's a guy named Greg Vivino whose drunk daddy was driving drunk and he killed a woman named Janie Mae Mitchell. Janie Mae Mitchell. Greg Vivino's drunk daddy killed Janie Mae Mitchell. So when you see little baby Greg out in the street, chant that shit at him. Janie Mae Mitchell.
Janie Mae Mitchell.
I learned that from
Janie Mae
social
Mitchell.
media.
Say her name.
Another thing I saw on social media was a very small blonde woman with a lot of fucking courage going toe-to-toe with ICE officers who then picked her up, carried her, and threw her on her ass. And I thought, man, that's a brave person right there. That's the kind of person I'd like to vote for. That's the kind of person I'd like to send to Congress to fight for me. Somebody who's willing to put themselves between me and Nazis. Somebody who's willing to literally put their body between us and Nazis. Is that somebody you would like to vote for? Make some noise for the incredible Cat Alexander!
You bitch, get the fuck out of here! And put your bitch ass on! Get the fuck out of here!
Stop listening to them. They don't matter. What matters is that we are furious and we are heartbroken all of the time. Every day I wake up, every day I'm shooting mothers, dragging 17-year-olds out of work and feeding them half to death, and schools and daycares going into lockdown to protect our children from people asking dollars pay.
Dad, where's your boyfriend getting that money from?
And the beatings that so many have experienced here rattle in my brain in the case of catcalls and tear gas coat my throat.
When they come for the fat bitches, no one's gonna save your ass.
Around the country, you know what ICE does. I have been beaten, thrown, shot with pepper and rubber bullets. And you may love ICE, but ICE doesn't love you, baby. There is nothing that ICE loves more than hitting women.
Hit this bitch! Ice men are power! Ice men are power!
What I want to stress here is that everything that we are fighting for there and facilities like it all over the country are enduring. For any of you I have seen here protesting with me, for any of you I have seen get hurt, been scarred, been traumatized, we all know that our pain still does not compare to the terror that Black and brown communities are facing in not just in the past year, but the past 20 years. We want ICE out of Chicago, of Minneapolis, of America, ICE out of everywhere. That's exactly right.
Abolish get a real job, you wimp! You're boys pretending to be men!
Absolutely. Indigenous people are not safe from ICE. We are Americans here. This is supposed to be the land of the free. We don't bow down to any despot, and we don't serve any. Any government agency that can function like this doesn't deserve to exist. ICE does not need more training. They are doing exactly what they were trained to do. They don't need any more funding. They are a leech on the working class using our tax dollars to kill us, to beat us, to intimidate us. It isn't working. It isn't working. The only thing ICE needs is accountability. Trials.
All be prosecuted for their crimes!
If you work with ICE, we will make sure that happens. We will make sure you are held accountable. accountable. We will unmask you, and you will be tried by a jury of your peers. Your time is running out. Save your soul and quit your job. And this is the final time you can decide which side you're
You're on the wrong side of history, young man. You're holding the most restraint.
Hey, Emily, go
Enemy of
home!
the world.
You should go and get some lunch and warm up after this, because this community is disrupted every day by ICE turning this into a staging ground for terror. They have picked people up off the streets with no due process. They have people afraid to leave their houses, to go to their jobs, to visit with their friends. Because ICE is killing people. They've been killing people. We're not as good. Keith Porter. 32 people killed last year. 5 more this year.
Let's go home, Sean.
When I look around at this community, I see all of us people who have a stake here. Just across the barricade. And I see people who are supposed to be on our side. People who were born and raised here. People who have seen what it's like. I'm reminded of the words of Paul Franchot, who said,
She came up to me.
people
I didn't start talking to her.
people just like me. They are human beings. It wasn't Hitler. It wasn't Goebbels. It was the grocer, the janitor, the tailor,
I've already ran them off once last time. Don't worry, I don't have you on camera.
the people who suddenly got a uniform,
I already ran them off last time.
a swastika, an armband, and suddenly they were the master race.
John, just go home, man. I know you're cold.
Losers.
You're cold.
Losers.
You want to see how easy it is for people to throw away their humanity?
Forget what it means to take a life.
Forget what it means to take a life. Westchester, Chicago is for all of us.
We need to eliminate it. We need to stop it.
It is not for ICE.
They're inflicting
It is
pain and
not
harm
for
on our communities.
fascists. It is not for militant thugs. It's ours. Abolish ICE. Impeach Donald Trump.
Do you think
What do we do?
so if they
When
come
refugees
so they
are
come into
under
the country
attack,
illegally, should
what
they
do we
be
do?
deported?
Chicago is under
Yes, but if they
attack.
come into
What
the
do we
country
do?
illegally- Let's say the due process says they came into the country illegally. That's the due process. And the due process determines they came into the country illegally. Should they be deported?
What if you denied to come here and you don't get due process? That's what we're saying, is there is no due process.
They are the ultimate American
No, but I'm
citizen.
asking, if I try to come in legally and they deny me for no reason, where's my due process?
Right, which is why I advocate
You do understand the immigration system is built to keep people out initially, there's no due process? You realize that the immigration system itself is built for no due process? That is true. That's true. That's true. I have a friend who just applied to come here to college, and she was denied due process. She met every standard. She was told she couldn't come here. No reason. She checked every box. Checked every box. She's from Ukraine, by the way. Well, I'm telling you her case. She was denied all process.
like physical human
Do they limit when your parents came, or your grandparents? Do they limit it? Do they limit it when you were?
So,
Do they limit it when
so
your
it gets better. It gets better, right?
No limit.
So he's
No limit. No
and
limitations.
serves in the National Guard.
There weren't when your family came here.
He's right here.
No limitations.
Hey, cop! Go home, cop! Go home, cop!
There were no limitations when your family came here.
Okay, so there are limitations.
No one's ever accessed mine. You know, the only people that have impacted me are the people wearing suits. The only people that have impacted my life fully are wearing suits. The only people impacting my property are people who are stealing my health care. Who are telling me that I can't be.
I'll switch. You trying to go that way?
They're bringing the dogs. They're bringing the dogs.
I want to go save that dog.
It really is.
Making the money. Every drug dealer has a drug over. They're all wearing suits.
And this is where we're getting. Tear gas, bullets, and even a real gunshot.
I deliberately left out of the crowd because it's a big shouting match and nobody can hear anything. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat so I can go further with this here. Can you guys hear me? I had to get away from the speaker area because it's too many voices at one time. You can't concentrate. You guys can hear me? Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's film some things which are going on right now. So there is beginning to be a anti-rally group. There appears to be an anti-rally group here that is next to the speaker area, and now they're out here with their sign. Chicago says go home. Not sure how to interpret that, but there's an opposing group here to the protesters, so there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna see if I can interview a certain guy that was a speaker. I'm gonna see if I can interview him, or I can get a part of his interview. Let's see if I can do that.
So that just shows that they're more interested in looking cool than they are about actually protecting people. But then also, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of videos like I have of them like dropping their handguns. Like, they don't even know, like I have. They don't even know how to safely handle firearms. Yeah.
And considering what they are doing, they're also, as I have seen status to news, that they are arresting.
This guy here was one of the speakers. I'm gonna see if I can interview him in a minute.
Oh, that's fun.
They're
Yeah.
You feel better? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hug it out.
So I am Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We are in Broadview, Illinois at the ICE Detention Center. Broadview, Illinois. Governor Pritzker is the governor. They've had a lot of these protests here all summer. And this is the biggest one so far this winter and the biggest rally so far this year. 15 degrees and it's cold, right? And the protesters are here. A couple of hundred of them are here. Appreciate you guys joining me. Do a thumbs up, please subscribe. We try to cover these live situations. There's a lot to learn, a lot of information to gather, talking to the right people. There are a variety of news affiliates here, bilingual, Polish, international feeds. But yeah, this is a predominantly anti-ICE, anti-Trump rally going on. These are going to continue. It has heightened up ever since the unaliving of Renee Good a few weeks ago. George Floyd Part 2, as I call it. And pray for Minnesota, pray for the nation. A lot of social unrest, a lot of misunderstanding. But you can thank Joe Biden predominantly for bringing all the illegals over so they can have a reason to make havoc in our country. That is the government. The government made the problem, and the government is behind all of this, trust me. The government broke the law, people. That's the bottom line. They have probably spent $500 million on all these ICE agents when they could have just set up border crossings throughout the United States, and they could have brought these people over here gradually. Maybe 1,000 a day if they had hired the right people. I'm into solutions. We could have had this problem resolved a long time ago. In a perfect world, they could have had border arrangements where they brought these people over legally, and they could have processed them at the border and brought them over the right way. But no, they let them come over. Biden even brought them over by plane in the middle of the night. So we got to get perspective, people. This is a governmental problem. Everybody deserves to leave a country that's going to hell. Everybody deserves to leave a country that has been taken over by corporations and other dictators. But then in there's still a way to do it. Our government has the intel to know when a country is going to fold. So as the country imploded, they could have brought the people over here the right way and vetted everything, but no, they opened the floodgates, knowing good and well their intent was this moment like this, to have protests and then to use the migrants, who in my humble opinion are innocent, to use them so that they can have their one world system. That's what these powers want. They have used this migrant situation as a pawn. Just like they let the situation in Minnesota get out of hand with the Somalians, giving them all that money, and immigrants throughout the United States. We have given these people millions, if not billions of dollars, free health care, free housing, free food, you name it, free schooling. And Americans, we don't get jack in comparison. It's not fair, it's not right. Again, this, when you put it in perspective, this is a governmental problem. So now, of course, Americans, we're gonna fight because we're like, why give it all to the illegals? And they knew we would rebel against them, so they brought in ICE and everything else. So we got chaos, people. This is controlled chaos. That's all this is controlled, manufactured chaos. The migrants lose and we lose. And until we have the NBC, ABC, CBS put in that perspective, it don't mean a hill of beans, in my humble opinion, because this was all planned to overthrow our country. So we got to get smart about what the hell we're looking at. This was all planned. All planned. There's no way in the world you're going to let Somalia have $9 billion over 10 years. You don't know what's going on in the federal government, not just the state and local or the governor. It's a federal problem. Everybody does an audit. Use your head, people. We just can't blame everything on Minnesota. This is a federal government problem. Money's allocated to them. They need to come and do audits to see how the money is spent. Anybody in government will tell you what I'm telling you. When you give out money, they do audits and they see how the money is spent. It should never got to that point where it got out of hand in Minnesota. So now all of a sudden they want to make it an issue. Why? Because they want to divide and conquer. They want us to get mad at everybody and get mad at your damn government. They caused the problem. It's a governmental problem. You know good and well you can't get away with stuff at your job, so how did the government let them get away with all this, giving out all this money? Not just in Minnesota, but throughout the United States, people are pimping, waste, fraud, and abuse. It's all a plan, people. It's all a plan. It's all a plan. So I am Franchot Pearson. Welcome to Franchot Blue. We are in Broadview, Illinois, at the ICE Detention Center. What's up, buddy? How you been? Happy New Year.
Good to see you.
Yeah, yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me? Sorry about the volume. Don't know what's going on here. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. You can hear me? Okay, great. Okay, people, look here. It is real cold out here. I've been out here for about an hour, and they just have different speakers. That's about it right now. But I want to make sure you guys can see me. It's a cold day, so an hour is enough for me. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully I'm holding this camera right. It's an overview of what's going on today and a synopsis of what's happening in all of our major cities today. They have rallies and protests against ICE and against Trump. They're going to have a lot of rallies coming up, people, and I believe they're going to keep having these incidents of people either being unalived or people being hurt. You know how I roll. If you've been with me for a while, I don't believe everything I hear. They had to have an unalived moment so they can really get people riled up so they can then have minor incidents and keep their foot on the pedal. These are distractions. I think the major issues in America is fading from immigration, although that is important. But to me, it's being utilized so we don't think about the money system, and we don't think about the battle for oil and the wars overseas. I believe that's what this is about. And they're going to milk it for everything it's worth because we are going into a global reset. We're going into a global reset. That's where we're going. And they don't want you to know. They want to keep your mind on all these demonstrations. So they're going to keep having ICE act a fool in our neighborhoods. So we don't understand what's going on. And they might bring back the pokey dokey like they did 5 years ago and lock everything down. We're on the verge of the one world system, people, so they have to have major distractions. They needed a Renee Good situation, in my humble opinion. They needed a George Floyd too. It's a major distraction. Keep your mind on that. That way they can engineer a global takeover financially and socially and politically. And I think that's where we're at. And you're welcome to disagree, but that's just how I see it. I've seen this before. They got a plan. They got a plan, people. And they know that they know how we're built. They know that we're emotional creatures. When we hear about a female being unalived or a baby being hurt, they know these social things, they pull at our heartstrings. If they keep showing us all this social disruption, they know that people are going to come to rallies, people are going to get upset, they're going to act a fool. But again, I believe it's all manufactured. I believe the whole thing is manufactured. And it's being manufactured because they have a plan, they have an agenda. So be wise about what you're looking at and understand this is not the first country that has gone through a literal implosion. Simultaneously, they have wars overseas. Simultaneously, they have major countries which have immigration issues. Simultaneously, they have countries with economic issues. And at some point, they're going to pull the plug on all of us. And then we're going to wake up and ask ourselves, how in the hell did we get here? Because we're not paying attention to the major things. Yes, immigration is a problem. Yes, they did create the problem. But in my humble opinion, they created this thing So now it can be the major diversion and a major distraction as they set up their new global order. I've been watching this thing for 40-something years, and I see it materializing, and it's not going to stop. So, in my humble opinion, get it the hell over with, like I said about a month ago. I pray the Lord comes soon. If he doesn't, we're going to have to figure out a way to endure. Just don't take that mark of the beast. Don't let them put nothing in your head, and don't let them put no chip in your hand, because that's the technology. There is a reason why the first day that Trump was in office, January 21st, he collected all of the major computer gurus from around the world. The first time in American history, again, the first time in American history where you had all the major tech giants at the White House ever, and they put in $550 billion into technology. That should tell you where we're going. They don't want you to understand what you're looking at. Project Stargate. Anybody know about the movie Project Stargate from way back in the day? It's out of Egypt. It's the sun god Ra. This is not the first time we've had this type of technology. They had it back in Egypt, and they had it in other cultures. They're bringing it back because they want to control things. And if you don't know about it, they'll sneak up on you. This is what they're doing. They're going to have the free energy concept. So they're investing in the technology. This is the forbidden fruit, in my humble opinion, that God told Adam and Eve to stay away from. This extraordinary knowledge to try to be like God. So they're investing in the thing that the 1% want to be like. They have sold out, and they worship Satan, Baal, and Moloch. That's who they worship. So their gods are being invested in. So in my humble opinion, that's why Trump had these people at the White House. They're invested in a one world economic dystopian AI world, which does not include us. It includes robots and computers. They want to have a robot in everybody's home to spy on you and watch you. So all these different demonstrations, all this stuff about ICE and carrying on, it's just a sideshow, people. It's a sideshow to keep you angry and mad about issues which should have never happened. President Biden broke the damn law. If he had just set up border crossings and brought the people over gradually, they could have hired 1,000 people at the border to process these people properly and bring them over the right way. And if you had done it the right way, we wouldn't have all this demonstration. We wouldn't have the situation in Minnesota. If they had done the damn thing the right way, they'd have checked on all the money they were given to Minnesota, and the Somalians wouldn't be allegedly have stolen $9 billion over 10 years. But they didn't do anything right. You have worked just like I have worked. There's no way in hell you're going to have a thief for 10 years in your business and don't nobody know about it. So people, we got to get real. We got to get real. We got to keep it real. We got to tell the damn truth so you can have perspective. If you don't have perspective, all you have is emotion and a bunch of lies. And they've been lying to us. It's easy for everybody to have the same story, NBC, ABC, CBS, and no alternative news. And then you got the alternative news, which is bought off. You heard me. You got the alternative news.
We made in his image, so he had to send physical. We're made up in physical. So he did the ultimate. And we can never pay him back. But we can at least share this thing. Drop that seed. You ain't got to argue with nobody. Tell them. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Your life is bought with a price, and you are worthy. You are worthy. I don't care what you've done. You are worthy. You are worthy. The Bible talks about how the angels, they flap their wings every time somebody say, he just wants you to get right. That's all. Find your worth in him. Find your purpose in him. It's a beautiful thing to talk to God. All right. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. I'll put all this in the description a little bit later. But yeah, God bless. Gotta get some nourishment. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, Dana. Love you. God bless. You guys have a good day.